Hello Server 1006. I will guide you to the special rules for SvS. Normal server rules do not apply during the SvS period. Only this rule applies. Server war will start at 0000 on Saturday server time and lasts 48 hours, every 2 weeks. Describes additional server rules that apply only during this SvS period. The server time is displayed at the top of the application settings screen. Please note that rules numbers 2 and 6 has been revised and additional rules at point 11. Special note, purging details before and during SvS has been revised. 1. All troops must be returned from Tiles and Relics at least 3 hours before the start of SvS. 2. Each alliance will start purging members 3 hours before the start of SvS. Any alliance that allows members to be without bubbles 3 hours before the SvS starts shall be called attention to. It is the leader's duty to take care of each member. If the alliance member has been giving out negative points by not bubbling before the SvS starts, the alliance leaders have to be deemed responsible and shall be held accountable. Special note, attacking other alliance hive without request is prohibited unless the alliance leaders are unresponsive, then anyone can purge its members. 3. Start purging Tiles and Relics 2 hours before the start of SvS. 4. Use of Tiles Relics is prohibited during the SvS period. Do not gather resources. Troops you send to Tiles Relics will be purged. 5. During the SvS period, prohibit attacks on players on our server, except for those who are subject to purging. Enemy servers come to attack our servers. The black color castle is the target of the attack. If any of our server players are occupying the temple, be sure to scout before occupying it. If there are troops of players with different alliances, you will attack them. We all fight desperately to protect our servers. There may be friendly fire in that. If unintentional, this compensation should be discussed between the players concerned. You will not be cost with or without compensation. 6. Participation in the Barbarian Ruins events is prohibited. 7. After the end of SvS, Server Monarch Competition Round 6, K will continue for 7 hours. However, this K period will be full server nap. Stop all attacks and recover. 8. After the end of SvS, if the City of Throne is occupied by the enemy, the king will be absent for a week. In that case, the server leader will act for the king. No server rule changes. If the conqueror sends an unreasonable request on the king system, R5, R4 should ignore it. 9. Players who do not participate in SvS must use the 3-day truce agreement bubble shield before starting the purge. It will protect you until the end. 10. This is a game. Please refrain from malicious words and actions that may cause disgust to the enemy server. Follow the manners of general games and SNS. 11. Any player who carelessly give away points to the enemies by not bubbling up or attacking stronger players to gain points will be made cost for 7 days and their position in the queue for the throne will be delayed immediately by a 2 weeks term. 75% negative points against the positive points will be considered as violation of the SvS rules. This will be determined at the end of SvS war, and the king shall immediately announce the cost via King's Mail. If you intentionally attack an ally by abusing purging and Article 4, you will become COS after the end of SvS. Purge details. Purge is the task of reducing the source of score in our server so that the score is not passed to the enemy. Purge before starting SvS. Attacking other alliance hives without request is prohibited unless the alliance leaders are unresponsive, then anyone can purge its members. A. Expel non-bubble alliance members and annihilate the troops. Take as many resources as possible. B. Allow attacks on all tiles, relics and camps. Please annihilate everything. C. After SvS starting, the alliances R5, R4 will be able to use bubble shield truce agreement for its members. It is up to each alliance to decide whether to protect with bubbles after the start. D. Purge alliance members in and around your hive with each alliance. If you can't annihilate it, ask for a strong alliance. E. Attacks on inactive players away from the hive are allowed with or without tags. F. Players participating in purging should start your name with purge underscore or fire icon underscore as much as possible. In addition, players with yellow wings are also purge participants. Attacks on players who are participating in purging is prohibited. Please get your name back immediately after purging. Purge during SvS. Attacking other alliance is allowed. G. Allow attacks on all players, tiles, relics and camps. Please annihilate everything as soon as you find it. The king's system cannot be used during the SvS period. Information is shared on World Chat. Please pay attention. We shall